Unit 11. Hypothesizing, expressing with if, word pairs, moans and groans. Hypothesizing. First and second conditionals. We have studied before the first conditional and the second conditional. First conditional sentences are based on fact in real time. They express a possible condition and its probable result in the present or future. So, first conditional sentences express a real situation with a possible condition and its probable result. Something that is a fact, a real situation. For example, if you pass your exams, I'll buy you a car. You remember that the first conditional is if plus the present simple, then will, and then the infinitive without to. If you pass your exams, I'll buy you a car. So the form of first conditional, if plus present simple, then will plus infinitive without to. Second conditional sentences are not based on facts. They are not based on fact. They express a situation which is contrary to reality in the present and future. So, second conditional sentences express unreal situations, not like the first sentence. The first sentence, first conditional express a real situation, and the second conditional sentences express an unreal situation, a situation which is contrary. تناقض يعني نقيض to reality in the present and the future. نقيض للحقيقة. This unreal reality is shown by a tense shift from present to past. So the tense shifts from present to past. So the present shift from the tense shift from present to past. يعني ينتقل أو يتحول الtense from present to past. They express a hypothetical condition. So يعني هي تعبر second condition تعبر عن حالة افتراضية يعني unreal and its probable result. And the form of the second conditional sentence is if plus past simple plus and then would plus the infinitive without to. If I were taller, here the past were, if I were taller, I would join the police force. Would plus infinitive without to. What would you do if you won $1 million? So here is a question. So it expresses a hypothetical condition, a condition which is unreal, an unreal situation and contrary to reality in present and the future. And we have the third conditional here. Third conditional sentences are not based on fact. So the third person conditional are not based on fact. ما تعتمد أو ما تؤسس على الحقائق. They express a situation which is contrary to reality in the past. So تعبر عن حالة نقيضة للحقيقة في الماضي. You see here second conditional present and future, contrary to reality in the present and future. But the third conditional sentence expresses a situation which is contrary to reality in the past يعني نقيضة للحقيقة لكن في الماضي. عكس second conditional contrary عكس الحقيقة أو نقيضة الحقيقة present and future. But the third conditional نقيض الحقيقة in the past في الماضي. This unreality is shown by a tense shift. So here is also a tense shift, but from past to past perfect. Contrary to the second conditional, the tense shifts from present to past, but the conditional sentence a tense shift from past to past perfect. For example, if you had come here is the third conditional sentence. If you had come to the picnic, you would have had a great time. You'd have had a great time. I wouldn't have met my wife if I hadn't gone to France. So the form of the third conditional is if plus past perfect, and then would plus have plus the past participle. It is possible for each of the clauses in a conditional sentence to have a different time reference, and the result is a mixed conditional. So it is possible for each of the clauses in a conditional sentence to have a different time reference, and the result in natija is a mixed conditional. A mixed conditional يعني مزيج من الشرطية. For example, if we had brought a map and the fact is that we didn't, we would know where we are. We don't know where we are. I wouldn't have invited her, but I did. If I didn't like her means I do like her. Other structures that express hypotheses. The tense usage with wish and if only and I'd rather. So there is a usage of wish, if only, I'd rather. Is similar to the second and third conditional. So wish, if only, and I'd rather is similar to the usage in the second and third conditionals. And reality is expressed also by a tense shift, يعني تحويل أو نقل بالtense. For example, I wish I were taller, but I'm not. If only you hadn't said that, but you did. I'd rather you didn't wear lots of makeup, but you do. So here the unreality is also expressed by a tense shift. I'd rather you is often used as a polite way to tell someone to do something differently. So we use I'd rather you for politeness, to tell someone to do something in a different way. The negative form, I'd rather you didn't, that is the negative form of I'd rather you didn't, is especially useful as a polite way to say no. If we want to say no in a polite way, we use the negative form, I'd rather you didn't. For example, I'll come in with you. And somebody answers, I'd rather you waited outside. This is the polite way to say no, don't come in with me. So I'd rather you waited outside means that is the polite way to say no. Can I smoke in here? I'd rather you didn't means no, do not smoke here. But we used I'd rather you didn't to make the answer more polite. Wish would can express regret, الندم, dissatisfaction, عدم الرضا, impatience, عدم الصبر, or irritation. Irritation, something, anger means يعني in Arabic تهيج أو anger, because someone will keep doing something. So when we use wish would, expresses, as I said, regret, dissatisfaction, impatience, or irritation. Why? Because someone will keep doing something. For example, I wish you would stop smoking. We use wish, but we know that he will keep smoking. I wish you would stop smoking. I wish you would do more to help in the house. I wish it would stop raining. So we use wish when we know that someone will keep doing something. Here he will keep smoking. Here somebody will keep not helping in the house, and here it will continue raining. Language focus. Hypothesizing, past and present. All of these sentences are hypothetical. كل الجمل اللي سوف تأتيكم افتراضية. That is, they imagine changing certain facts. They imagine, يتخيلون إنه تخيل بتغيير الحقائق الموجودة. What are the facts? These are hypothetical sentences افتراضية. We want to know the facts. A. I wish I knew the answer means I don't know the answer. B. If only I could come means I can't come. I can't come. The fact that is I can't come. If only I told the truth. The fact is I didn't tell the truth. D. If I didn't get so nervous, I'd get better results. The fact is that I do get nervous, I don't get better results. E. If you'd helped us, we'd have finished by now. The fact is that you didn't help us, we haven't finished. So these are all hypothetical. F. I should have listened to your advice, but the fact is that I didn't listen to your advice. G. I wish I spoke French well. The fact is that I don't speak French well. The hypothetical sentence H. I wish you would speak to him. The fact is that you won't speak to him. As you have heard that the tense changes from non-fact to fact, from non-fact, a hypothetical sentence, to the fact. So the would changed into won't. You won't speak to him. The fact is that you won't. Spoke, don't speak or won't speak. Could, can't. Could, can't. If only I could come, I can't come. The fact we used in the fact can't, the modal auxiliary can plus not. And had helped, didn't help. Had helped, the fact is that I didn't help. So you notice the tense shift from non-fact to fact. Which of the sentences are about present time and which are about past time? We have A, B, D, G and H are about present time. Notice that B and H also refer to the future time, to refer to the future time. And C and E and F are about past time. Other expressions are also used to hypothesize. Complete the sentences with the fact. So you have here hypothetical sentence and you complete it with the facts. The hypothetical sentence, it's time you knew the truth. The fact is that you know the truth. Know the truth. The hypothetical sentence, I'd rather you didn't smoke. The fact is that you do smoke. I'd rather they hadn't come. The fact is that they did come or have come. Supposing you'd fallen and hurt yourself. Fortunately, you didn't fall or hurt yourself. The fact that you didn't fall or hurt yourself. We have word pairs. Means two words coming together and joined by a conjunction. A conjunction like and, but, and, or so. So here or word pairs. There are many pairs of words joined by a conjunction. Here and, or. These are conjunctions. The order of the words is fixed. يعني you cannot change the order of the words. For example, read these sentences aloud. Each and every house had been hit by the storm. Each and every. We cannot change the word order. We cannot say every and each. No, it is fixed. The word order is fixed. Each and every house had been hit by the storm. Here are the pair of words joined by a conjunction. Conjunction and. To their shock and horror, their house was in ruins. You cannot say horror and shock because the word order is fixed. And these word pairs are joined by a conjunction. Shock and horror. Here is the conjunction and. Complete these well-known ones. Life is full of ups and downs. Ups and downs means high points and low points. Ups and downs. Ups and downs. There are always pros and cons. Pros and cons in any argument. Means for and against an argument. Pros and cons. We'll find out the truth sooner or later. يعني عاجلا أم آجلا باللغة العربية. We'll find out the truth sooner or later. Match a word pair with a definition. We have here the word pair and column B, its definition. If or buts means excuses or arguments. Ifs or buts, excuses or arguments. Wait and see, be patient and find out later. Be patient and find out later. Ins and outs, exact details. Ins and outs, exact details. Give and take, compromise or be flexible. By and large, generally speaking. The word pair by and large means generally speaking. Grin and bear it, tolerate it as best you can. Tolerate يعني تحمل. So grin and bear it, also bear means يتحمل. Grin and bear it, tolerate it as best you can. Odds and ends means things. Odds and ends, things. Take it or leave it. Accept it or refuse. I don't care. So the last one means accept it or refuse. I don't care. Complete the sentence with a word pair from above, from this slide, from these words. In any relationship, you have to be prepared to give and take. You can't have your own way all the time. So number one is give and take. Number two, I didn't buy much at the shops, just a few odds and ends. Just a few odds and ends means things for the kids. Socks for Ben and hairbands for Jane. I don't want to hear any ifs and buts. Just finish the job as soon as you can. So ifs and buts means excuses. Number four, it's difficult to explain the ins and outs of the rules of cricket. It's so complicated. Means ins and outs, exact details. Number five, what have you got me for my birthday? You'll have to wait and see. Number six, oh no, the Burtons are coming for lunch. I hate their kids. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to grin and bear it, tolerate it, يعني يتحمل. Grin and bear it, it's only for an hour or so. Number 7, okay, you can have it for £90. That's my final offer. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Number 8, Britain has lots of faults, of course, but by and large, it's a pleasant place to live. It's a pleasant place to live. By and large means generally speaking. Work with a partner, match a word in A with a word in B and a word in C. Look for synonyms and antonyms. A, now and then. Now and then means occasionally, now and then. Sick and tired. Sick and tired means fed up. Fed up. Sick and tired means fed up. More or less. We use the conjunction or with more. More or less means approximately, almost. Touch and go. Touch and go means something that is uncertain and at a risk. Touch and go. Peace and quiet. Peace and quiet means something that is quiet, not noisy. Safe and sound. Safe and sound means safe and healthy. Safe and sound means safe and healthy. Slowly but surely. We use the conjunction here but with slowly. Slowly but surely means something gradually. Something gradually. Slowly but surely. Something happens slowly but surely, gradually. There and then. There and then means something immediately. Something we saw, for example, we saw the house and bought it. There and then means immediately. We have the vocabulary words. Vocabulary work. Perpetual motion. Perpetual motion means moving continually. يعني يتحرك باستمرار. Moving continually. Swarms means large moving groups. Swarms here means large moving groups. For example, swarms of bees. Bees يعني النحل. Or locusts. So here the words have other meanings, but here we are taking these meanings of these words. And locust means al-jarad. Display, show. Rotating, going around. Spin, turn round and round very quickly. Shoot upwards means go up quickly. Shoot upwards, go up quickly. Altitude. Altitude means height above sea level. Height above sea level. Stemmed, came from or resulted from. Stem came from or resulted from. Painstakingly means taking great care. Taking great care. Tedious means very boring. Tedious, very boring. Strokes. Strokes, individual marks made with an ink pen or paintbrush. So strokes, individual marks made with an ink pen or paintbrush. moans and groans. moans and groans. moans and groans means المونز يعني الشكوى وgroans الأنين أو الآهات. Read the complaints in A, match them with a response in B. I did not put the response in the slide. I only want to match the words in the box with these sentences. Which of the items in the box do they refer to? A leather jacket, email, boots, ordering by phone, a bookcase, a TV program, a dishwasher, and an exam. Number 1. I could kick myself as soon as I handed it in. I remembered what the answer was. An exam. An exam. So here the moans and groans is shakwa. I could kick myself. Somebody that is complaining. I could kick myself. He's talking about an exam. Number 2. I don't believe it. I've spent all morning. He's groaning and moaning. He's complaining, trying to send this, and all I get is oops, your message wasn't sent. Try again later. It is an email. So number 2 is email. Number 3, these instructions don't make any sense to me at all. If you can follow them, you are genius. A bookcase. A bookcase. He's complaining here. It doesn't make sense to me at all. Here is a bookcase, number 3. Number 4, it's not fair. He's moaning. I'd been looking forward to watching it all day, and then the phone goes and rings. A TV program. A TV program. So number 4 is a TV program. Number 5, how many times do I have to tell you? Take them off before you come into the house. Boots. Number 5, boots. Number 6, this has gone beyond the joke. You promised you'd deliver it by Tuesday at the latest. Now you are saying next month. A dishwasher. Number 6, a dishwasher. Number 7, I went away to think about it. And of course, when I went back, it had been sold. I wish I would just bought it there and then. A leather jacket. A leather jacket. Number 8, what a waste of time. 10 minutes listening to music and all our lines are busy. Thank you for waiting. That is ordering by phone. Ordering by phone. So here the sentences that are written in blue are moans and groans. يعني complaints, الشكاوي والآهات والأنين. Somebody that is complaining. The music of English. When people moan, يعني يشكي, complain about something, there is an exaggeration. We know what as an exaggeration is. يعني مبالغة بالكلام. يعني makes a situation bigger and bigger. There is an exaggeration on the rise and fall of the word with the main stress. The word with the main stress اللي عليها السترess, you have the rise and the fall on it and you make it more exaggerated. I don't believe it. You see here, for rise and fall. I don't believe it. The stress is on this word. And it's not fear. You see the rise and fall. The stress is on this word of mourning. It's not fear. Somebody is complaining that it is not fear. So, I don't believe it. You see the tone, the rise and fall of the word. And there is an exaggeration, مبالغة. It's not fear, the rise and fall, and there is an exaggeration with the main stress, of the word with the main stress. Thank you.